Hey guys, this video is a collaboration with Betterment Boss, and if you like the video, which I know you will, then show him some love by subscribing using the link below.
What if I told you that most of your beliefs about money aren't true? What if you've been learning the rules of checkers when you really needed to be learning chess? Well, like chess, life is a game, and those who don't know how to play are destined to fail. But those who master the game of money will be able to realize wealth at an early age and live a life more enjoyable than any video game could ever simulate. But here's the problem. Where do you start to learn these pivotal money skills? As we already know, school does nothing to educate its students on financial literacy or entrepreneurship, so we are limited to learning our money beliefs from our parents or friends. And unless your family or friends have built successful businesses and have cultivated their own financial skills, then your chances of adopting the money skills you'll need to become rich are low. Putting it bluntly, people who learn their money skills from other poor people are destined to live a life of financial mediocrity. On the flip side, it is not uncommon to see people who are raised around wealth become wildly successful because from a young age they have had solid financial teachings bestowed upon them. As of 2019, it's reported that 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which means that they likely have next to no assets and are drowning in debt. That's basically 4 out of every 5 people in the United States who are struggling financially, and when you add in another 10 or 15% of Americans who are living at best in the middle class, it leaves just a minute amount of people truly living a wealthy lifestyle. Now, we all probably have different definitions of being wealthy, but my definition is when you have enough money that you never have to work again, while maintaining a lifestyle you enjoy, and as the statistics show, very few people are wealthy. So why are so many people struggling? Here's the problem. Growing up, the majority of us are given this set of instructions that will provide us a stable life. While the details can vary, these instructions typically are as follows. Graduate high school, go to college, find a 9-to-5 job, work for 40 years, and then hope you have enough money saved to retire. What the instructions fail to point out is how hard it will be to pay off all that college debt, how agonizing those 40 years of work will be if you have a bad boss, and how even with strict saving, you may not have enough money at 65 to retire. The sad reality is that the standard blueprint is followed by so many people, leading them into a life of barely getting by, which is why millions of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I don't know about you, but I want more for my life than just getting by, which leads us to why these set of instructions have led us astray. If you took a look at those instructions a little bit more closely, you would see an asterisk and a set of fine print at the bottom of the page. This fine print would say, by following these instructions, you are trading in your opportunity for wealth and immense success for a life of predictable income and security. Now, I know you clicked on this video because you wanted to learn how to become rich at an early age, and I can understand why. It's a lot more fun to drive around in your Ferrari in your 20s than when you're 80 and have to struggle to get in your car. But the first thing I will tell you is that there is no secret that will make you wealthy overnight. Understand that when you see gurus on YouTube telling you that you can make $20,000 a month in your first month of dropshipping, save yourself the time and move on to the next video. The truth is, you already possess within you what you need to become rich. You possess exactly what companies like Apple and Amazon have used to become billion-dollar businesses. What you have inside you is more than enough to allow you to earn as much as you want and live the lifestyle you could only dream of. But the issue is very few people harness this power. This power exists in the power of ideas. Amazon started with the idea of selling books online and is now one of the biggest companies on the planet. Sadly, nowhere in your instruction manual do you see the advice to come up with ideas and pursue them endlessly. This is why to become rich while you're young, you will have to throw away those instructions and blaze your own path. While this may disappoint some people in your life, you know that those instructions didn't lead anyone else who followed them to financial success. So why would they work any better for you? Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If your parents or friends were poor because they followed this standardized lifestyle, then by you following this same path, you too will be destined for financial struggles. Now boss, maybe it's strange to listen to a guy making animated videos on YouTube when it comes to deciding how to formulate your whole life, and quite frankly, I expect you to be skeptical. Up until now, you have probably been following this defined path But the status quo isn't always the best option, and it certainly isn't if you want to become rich at an early age. If you do find yourself following this set of instructions, just know that for almost all of my life, I was too. Both my parents graduated high school, went to college, and then got jobs, following the instructions to a T. And when I was born, they passed along those same instructions to me. But one thing I can tell you is that following this plan didn't allow them, or myself, to live a wealthy lifestyle, always having to make frugal decisions despite putting in countless hours at work each and every week. But the difference between my parents' generation and ours is that technology has now made these instructions obsolete. People are harnessing the power of the internet to work less, make more, and realize all of their financial aspirations. This is why affiliate marketers are making tens of thousands of dollars a month, and why toy reviewers on YouTube are making $1 million or more a year. None of these people are following the typical mold, yet they are seeing 100 times the financial results of those who have bought into the archaic model of living. So if you want to become rich at a young age, begin to look around at other young people who are living the lifestyle you want to live and see how they are earning their income. Chances are they have thrown out their instruction manual and have pursued ideas that, while against the norm, have yielded them immense success. It's now time for you to leave your old path behind and blaze a new one. Thanks for watching. If you want to go from the life you have to the life you deserve, then hit the subscribe button below.